Once upon a time, there were 3 Emerson students, Eva, Nathaniel, and Thomas. One spring day, the kids were bird watching. Nathaniel was very smart and funny. He was searching for a bald eagle. Thomas was very ironic and cool. He was searching for an orange chicken. Eva was smart, but she also had a good imagination. She was searching for a clumsy crow. But all 3 kids liked their friend, Terry the turkey, who liked to play turkey tag.
After they finished bird watching, they decided to go to the local park and school called Emerson. When they went to Emerson, they decided to play tag. Last one to the
bridge is it, Eva called.
And of course, Terry the turkey was it. Everyone knows that Terry the turkey loved to play turkey tag, so he waited for them. Each person had to cross the bridge without getting pecked by Terry the turkey.
First went Thomas, the shortest of all the kids. He walked cautiously halfway across the bridge, but then Terry the turkey spoke.
Who's that creeping on the bridge?
It's me, Thomas, the shortest of all the kids, Thomas said in a confident voice.
Well, get ready, Thomas, because you're gonna get tagged.
Terry the turkey screamed evilly. Thomas quickly replied, Wait, don't peck at me. Peck at Nate. People would give you much more glory if you pecked at him. Terry the turkey grunted.
Gobble, gobble.
Next went Nate, the second tallest of them all. Nate did not walk cautiously. He was confident that he could get to the other side without Thomas getting him. He did not realize that Thomas had really escaped from Terry's terrible touch. So, he trotted across the bridge confidently singing, Thomas will never get me, over and over again until he reached the crack that marked halfway. Then he saw Thomas sitting on the end of the bridge. Nate just stared at him, but then at last spoke. You could be trying to get people right now, but you're just sitting there. How horrible you are at this game. Thomas looked at Nate like he was a crazy person.
What do you mean I'm...
But then Terry the turkey interrupted.
He's not it. I am. Ha ha. And soon you will be it too.
Thomas then ran away to the other side of the playground, leaving his friend Nate with the bird. Nate was still trying to cross as Terry rapidly approached him. But Terry, you would get way more glory tagging Eva. Legend has it she's never been tagged in her whole life, said Nate.
Last went Eva, the tallest of them all. She just walked across the bridge. She was not threatened by Terry the turkey. Terry the turkey came up to her and said,
What are you doing stopping on the bridge?
I don't know, and I'm not stomping, I'm simply walking, Eva said. Terry gobbled.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Eva stared at him confused. I'm talking to Terry the turkey.
Are you talking back to me?
He yelled even louder. Yeah, that's how a conversation works, she laughed.
Okay, that's enough. You're gonna get tagged.
Terry the turkey said. Okay, of course, only if you can catch me, that is, said Eva. Terry gobbled happily. He was happy to finally chase someone. Of course, Eva outran him, and by the end of the day, she got away.
If they play tag again, what will happen? Will Terry the turkey tag Eva? Or will somebody else tag her? But watch out, there might be a second book and a second turkey to play tag with, a second friend group. There may even be a new playground. The end.
The Three Dogs Splash Away by Opal,
Stella,
Levi,
And Landon. Once upon a time, the 3 dogs,
Gruff the Golden Retriever, Fluff the Pug, and Fluff the Corgi.
they were getting ready to go to a pool.
Fluff had the floaty, Bluff had the sunscreen,
and Gruff had the beach towel.
All of them were super excited to go off of a diving board.
We're here.
Said Gruff as she opened the car door.
Fluff walked to the diving board with her tail wagging as fast as it could. Fluff jumped up on the diving board and heard a cranky voice shout,
"Who's that splashing over my diving board?"
There stood a large snapping turtle that was trying to completely block the end of the diving board. Fluff stared in complete shock. The snapping turtle yelled again,
"Get off of my diving board!"
and this time Fluff ran away as fast as she could because she was so scared. Fluff had always been afraid of Snapping Turtle's pointy mouth. She went to the other side of the pool and told her sister and brother about the Snapping Turtle. After hearing Fluff tell the story, Fluff decides to stand up for his big sister. So, when Bluff went up to the diving board, the Snapping Turtle wasn't there. So, Bluff dived off the diving board gracefully. Then he doggy paddled back to Fluff and said, "What are you talking about? The Snapping Turtle isn't there." Then Fluff said, "What?"
Then Gruff went to look for himself to see which sibling was right. When Gruff got to the diving board, the Snapping Turtle was there. Gruff saw the Snapping Turtle yelling at a bunny.
Get off my diving board!"
said the Snapping Turtle. The bunny hopped away before the Snapping Turtle could push him off the diving board. Gruff tried to get on the diving board, but the Snapping Turtle yelled at him to get off. Gruff was brave enough to tell the lifeguard about the Snapping Turtle when everyone was too scared. The Snapping Turtle got kicked out of the pool. Everyone got to jump off the diving board. Bunny, Gruff, Bluff, and Fluff. Gruff flipped and made a giant splash.
Bluff did a cannonball. Fluff did a belly flop.
When they were done with the pool, they went to a restaurant named Pup Donald's and got 3 dog burgers. The end.
The Traps of Trickery by Mariposa, Izzy, Lydia, and Lola. Once upon a time, there was a red squirrel and a snake. Long ago, snakes had legs and all squirrels were red. Their names were Slithers and Chatty. They were very greedy and bratty. They lived in a log with blooming flowers and lush grass all around it. Butterflies circled above their home, and next to it a tall tree stood planted in the ground with green leaves and gorgeous pink flowers that smelled wonderfully. One day, Chatty said,
"Let's go on a walk so we can steal berries from a farm and annoy people."
"That would be fun," said Slithers. So they grabbed their baskets and ran to the farm, ready to trick their way into a basket full of yummy berries. They ran through the woods and spotted an old, happy farm. They saw some berry bushes next to the cows.
"Look at the berry bush over there. It looks all so yummy,"
said Slithers.
But look,
Said Chatty.
the farmer set up a trap to keep people away from the bush.
"I think we should go home and get prepared for some trouble. We might need to get some camouflage clothes,"
said Slithers. Later, they ventured to the back to the farm, ready to jump onto victory. They had camouflage suits and water bottles attached to their waists and cool hats with palm leaves to look like feathers. Before they could go, they knew they had to do something to distract the farmer. They knew exactly what to do. This was their plan. They would find a fox and lure it to the farm. Then they would tell it there was some tasty treats in the chicken coop. Next, they would help it get in. And finally, they would run away and make sure the farmer was occupied. And then they could continue with their other plan of stealing the berries.
That fox got in the chicken's coop again. I need more wire so I can make a sturdy fence,"
Said the farmer madly.
rubbing his chin and flexing his muscle at the whimpering fox hiding in the distance.
That'll keep him busy. I could be annoyed him,
said Chatty. Then their eyes fell upon the trap. It was black paint and acid.
Uh-oh. I don't think we should go there. We will go find berries somewhere else,
said Chatty. But Slithers already went to go pick berries. Chatty thought,
if we stay away from the paint and acid, we will be safe and we can get berries. I'll tell Slithers to stay away from that bush. Hey Slithers, let's go to the bush over there. That bush has sweeter berries,
said Chatty, pointing away from the paint.
Okay, good idea. Try one, Chatty,
said Slithers. Chatty tried the berries, surprised to feel the sweet juice filling up his mouth.
Yum,
said Chatty. Next, the squirrel and snake walked around the farm, picking berries, and then got into trouble. They accidentally stepped into the trap. The black paint and acid fell on them. So the snake had lost its legs from the acid, and the squirrel had become black from the paint. That is how the black squirrel and the snake became to be.
The end.
The Story of the Trojan Pig by Atlee, Zoe, Athena, Martin, and Wobbly. Once upon a time, there was a war between Greece and Troy. It lasted for 20 years. The war started because the queen of Greece, Athena, was kidnapped by the Trojans. The city of Troy had tall walls that prevented the Greek soldiers from breaking inside for many years.
The pig is a symbol of Troy. We can build a pig and we can hide inside. The Trojans will think it is a gift and bring it inside the wall. And when it is night, we can climb out and invade Troy,
said Odysseus the chicken.
What a crazy, awesome, and intelligent idea, sir,
shouted the Greek chicken soldiers together. The chickens built their ginormously big pig.
This is so hard,
complained the chickens. Bob and Dan, who were two soldiers, were cutting the wood from the outer rim of the Big Pig project. This went on for about 3 months-ish of pain, the back-breaking work. Soon, when they were done, they pulled the big pig in front of Troy's gate. When the Trojans came out of the gates, they pulled the pig into the castle and celebrated by having a festival. At the festival, they had greasy chicken tenders with egg salad sandwiches. These pigs like to party. After the party pigs fell asleep in a big, muddy pig pile. During the night, while the Trojans were asleep, Odysseus and his feathery friends climbed out of the pig. They did not want to chicken out in this important battle.
Open the city gate,
commanded Odysseus, and the soldiers opened the gate as they were told. Feathers were flying all over the castle, and some feathers landed on a guard's nose and alerted the other guard. Then the whole castle was filled with commotion. People screaming, panicking, and fighting broke out. The Troy soldiers shouted,
"Victory! Fight for Troy! Victory is mine, I mean ours!"
screamed the Trojan captain. After 20 years of fighting, the chicken soldiers won the great war beyond the terrible Trojan pigs. Odysseus and his soldiers won the war.
Who wants bacon?
Shouted Odysseus.
I do, I do, I do,
soldiers cheerfully shouted.
The war is finally ended. The war is finally ended. The war is finally ended.
They partied for many, many, many days. Queen Athena was saved by the soldiers. People of Greece crowded around the castle to listen for Odysseus to tell all about their war of victory.